College of Journalism and Communications at the University of Florida, this is the Reptile Report.
Welcome to WUFT's Reptile Report. I'm Ailey Shanes.
And I'm Mateo Zuluaga. Thanks for joining us. The UF water polo team went into nationals for the first time since 2019. Reptile Report's Ashley Hearn updates us about her showing and off-season plans.
I'm here at the Florida pool where the UF men's club water polo team practices in the off-season. Team morale is high after an impressive showing at nationals. Having a club water polo team on UF's campus is nothing new. The men's team has been around since 1987 and has racked up its share of national visits. This time, it was special. The Gators qualified for nationals for the first time since 2019 after downing Florida State in regular season and then 14-18 at states. In November, the team traveled to Portland, Oregon to take on competitors across the country. The Gators had a strong showing, finishing 10th in the nation.
It was really good to see these guys who a lot of guys had not played outside of the state of Florida. So go play against guys they've never played against and really put up a good fight. It was fun to watch.
Now, they look to continue their momentum, even in the off-season.
Off-season's where the work gets put in the gym, in the pool, kind of train a little bit more.
Division I water polo teams are scarce in the Southeast, so many players on UF's team opted for academics over athletics. They take competition seriously, but ultimately play out of enjoyment.
This is all just for fun. We're competitive boys, but right now we just want to have fun. We want to play the sport that we love.
Next on the agenda for the Gators is the Fear the Spear tournament, where they will revisit their FSU rival. Ashley Hearn, Reptile Report.
Disc golf is taking off in the United States, especially in the state of Florida. Reporter Jolie Katzen traveled to Northside Park to get a glimpse of how this unique sport continues to impact the Gainesville community.
Gainesville is home to one of the largest and most active disc golf clubs in the state of Florida, the Chainhawks.
So the Chainhawks are actually the second major disc golf club to form in Gainesville. From the 80s and 90s onward, we had the Gainesville Disc Golf Club. And a little over 10 years ago, the Chainhawks formed. The Gainesville Disc Golf Club had kind of disbanded, and the Chainhawks formed in their absence and became the club that we know today.
With over 400 members, the Chainhawks want to continue to grow this unique sport in Gainesville by hosting public events and outreach activities.
The goal of the Chainhawks really is to keep disc golf more firmly cemented in the culture of Gainesville. We have really good connections with both the city and the county so that we are able to run events at the parks in the area, also trying to be active in outreach with the area, and really all we want to do is grow the sport in our area.
And that begins with growing their junior event. Each year, the Chainhawks host an event at the High Springs Sports Complex for kids as young as 4 years old to 17 years old.
It started with 20 kids, and every year it gets bigger and bigger. Last year we had in the 70s. This year we have over 100 juniors signed up for our event, and we just give them an opportunity to learn to play the game, to see what it's like. And that's one of the efforts for growing the sport we're most proud of.
The junior event will take place Saturday, February 14th. It is completely free and all equipment will be provided. This is Jolie Katzen, Reptile Report.
High school boys basketball playoffs begin in the weeks to come. Gainesville High School is at the top of the county and has been for much of its history. Reptile Report's Daniel Haviv looks to their past and current state.
Gainesville High School, home of the Hurricanes. It's playoff basketball season in the world of high school sports, and the Hurricanes boys basketball team is having a great season. But their rich history of winning spans over 100 years.
Gainesville High School has 5 state championships, and there was quite a lull between 1920s and 1960s. In 1969, GHS won their second championship. In 99 and 2000, they won their third and fourth on back-to-back seasons and won their fifth in 2009.
Gainesville High School's boys basketball program has a rich tradition of winning seasons that have ended up with state championships. After about a century after bringing home their first title, the program is still on top in Alachua County and are hoping to bring back another one.
I feel really good right now, especially offensively. We've had a lot of good games recently, putting up big numbers. We're shooting the ball really well. And if we can, bring it defensively every single night, then I think we'll be really tough to beat, not only in districts, but beyond.
The Hurricanes finished their season with an impressive 19 wins and 6 losses. Their quest for their school's 6th state championship begins in district playoffs, a district in which they've dominated all season long.
Coming up on Reptile Report, we take a look at how Max Brown is competing on the football fields and the baseball diamond.
And Reptile Report's Will Levinson takes us to on the street outside of men's basketball.
Welcome back to Reptile Report. Hey, Mateo, did you end up going to the Tennessee basketball game?
I didn't, but Reptile Report's Will Levinson was on the streets outside the Tennessee game to find out what the Gator fans are thinking. Let's hear what they have to say.
Will Levinson live outside the Yodom. The Florida Gators basketball team's got a tough test tonight, playing the #2 team in the country. The Tennessee Volunteers are in town, and it's a date with the Gators tonight at 7. Gators, Volunteers tonight from the Yodom. Kenny, what are your expectations for tonight's big top 5 matchup?
I'm looking for a good contest. I think the Gators are going to be ready tonight.
The Gators are going to be ready tonight. How might they be ready for this game tonight?
Hey, they're going to have to be. I'm not really sure, man, but we're going to see.
We're going to see a top 2 team coming to town. It ain't going to be easy, but we're going to do our best tonight. So the #2 team in the country is here in town. You're Volunteers. What do you expect to happen tonight?
I'm going to kill Florida, basically.
I expect to make this feel like home. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah,
we're gonna fit right in.
CJ and Cameron, they're here for Julian Phillips, playing #2 for the Tennessee Volunteers. He wears #2, the rank #2. They're playing tonight. How is Phillips going to do, and how is the entire Tennessee Volunteers going to do tonight from the Yodom?
I think they're going to do good.
They're going to do good? Are the Gators going to beat them, or the Volunteers have them? No, Volunteers are going to win?
I just got this shirt.
You just got this shirt?
I'm really a Gator. I'm really a Gator.
Oh, you guys. Oh! What do you expect to happen inside that center?
Obviously, we're going to win.
Obviously. I mean, no question about it, right?
No question.
I have no doubts. You have no doubts.
I have no doubts.
Nobody has any doubts. They're not going to lose. And look at this lineup. Line is flowing out the building, line down the stairs. People are getting excited for this matchup tonight here in Gainesville. So you guys from Tennessee, or are you just making?
My dad's from Nashville.
Yeah, but do you live in Florida?
Yeah, I'm from South Florida, Jupiter.
South Florida, yep.
You guys are from? Did you make the trip up from Jupiter?
No, we're UCF students.
UCF students. They've come up to Gainesville, here to Florida, to watch their Tennessee Volunteers play. So you guys your dad's from Nashville. Why are you a Tennessee fan?
I'm just here for moral support.
All right, let's get some score predictions. What do you think?
26-38.
26-38. Is that Tennessee or Florida?
Tennessee.
A couple of UCF students talking some trash to Gator fans. I don't know about that.
It's my first basketball game, to be honest, but I've been to a couple of football games, and it's really special.
This is your first basketball game.
Yeah.
So this is a historic moment right here. We are here at your first ever Gator basketball game, and what an honor it is. The #2 team in the country set to tip off.
As football season comes to a close, most players are looking forward to an easier spring semester. But Max Brown is hanging up the padding and grabbing a baseball bat. I got the chance to speak with Brown and learn what really goes into being a multi-sport athlete. One of sports' biggest oddities is multi-sport athletes. And with baseball season starting up, we get to see one of the Gators' newest multi-sport athletes in action, Max Brown. Brown was recruited to play football in 2022 as a 3-star athlete, but he decided to continue his passion of playing both football and baseball.
I've always kind of played both. I played other sports like basketball and soccer too.
Coming out of high school, Brown was the #3 ranked shortstop and #10 ranked overall player in the state of Oklahoma in the 2022 recruiting class. The highly ranked athlete says Florida is the perfect destination for him to pursue his dream of playing multiple sports collegiately.
It's a great program, great fan base, a group of people that really want to win and succeed.
But as a multi-sport athlete, you have to deal with 2 key obstacles: the training differences and academics.
Handling it really comes with time management and really getting your schedule and deciding what you're going to be doing at this time.
But taking it all on alone is not possible. and there are so many people in Brown's life that helped him achieve his goals.
My family has been they're my rock, man. They're my foundation. That's what I'm built on.
And even though it's a challenge, Brown wants prospective multi-sport athletes to keep going at it and not be affected by outside noise.
Keep playing it, man. Keep playing both sports. Keep doing it as long as you can. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do it.
Max Brown and the Gator baseball team will begin their season on Friday, February 17th. They will take on Charleston Southern right here at the Condren Family Ballpark. With the Reptile Report from the Condren Ballpark, I'm Ailey Shanes.
The Florida Gators gymnastics program is one of the most well-known and respected gymnastics programs in the country and in history. Do I keep going? With a history of legends and Gator greats, this program is nothing short of spectacular. The team is currently coached by Jenny Rowland, who has been with the Gators for 8 seasons now. Trinity Thomas won the 2022 Honda Award and currently has 24 perfect 10s, which is close to breaking the record for most 10s in an NCAA career. After countless hours in the gym, the team has already shown how good they can be. The Gators are currently ranked 2nd in the nation, but for this team, 2nd place is just not good enough. Last year ended in some heartbreak as the Gators placed 2nd in the national championship meet, falling short to Oklahoma. The Gators are looking to be stronger and better this season.
Coming up on the Reptile Report.
Our Gator analysts Elise Four and Maria Fernandez look at the Gators in the Super Bowl.
Welcome back to Reptile Report. I'm Elise Four.
And I'm Maria Fernandez. Welcome to Gator Bites.
Now let's talk about that Super Bowl game on Sunday. We had the Chiefs defeating the Eagles 38-35. But let's focus on what really made this game important.
Our 3 Gators on the Chiefs side.
This is the first time that we have had 2 black starting quarterbacks face each other in the Super Bowl, and also the first time that 2 brothers have competed against each other. But like you said, the Gators had 7 players in the Super Bowl, which is tied with Oklahoma.
Especially Tommy Townsend on the last play with the game-winning hold with Harrison Butler. Also, last night, did you get to see Juju Smith's tweet?
Yeah, so Juju Smith actually posted a Valentine with James Bradbury's face, who was called in the 4th quarter for having a hold against Juju Smith. And the Valentine said, "Let's hold on to each other forever." Now, Juju got a lot of backlash from this because a lot of people think that he shouldn't have been able to continue playing in the NFL. They said that he just wasn't up to the standard. And I mean, I just think that was really immature. Like, obviously he can celebrate. He just won the Super Bowl. But to call out a player like that who with the Chiefs or with the Eagles who had such a, I mean, he's never going to live that down. So I just think it was very immature. And people were calling him TikTok boy, saying that he shouldn't even be in the NFL anymore. And then another former Gator, CJ Chancey Gardner, actually came out and said, "I had more interceptions this season in the NFL than Juju Smith had in touchdowns, so maybe I should switch to a receiver."
That's going to be it for this episode of the Reptile Report.
If you want to watch previous episodes of Reptile Report, you can follow us at Reptile Report TV.
I'm Ailey Shanes.
And I'm Mateo Zulawaga. Thanks for watching.